This is your home for the Broncos. Spring Hill Sports Live.
Plenty of time, loads up, lets it fly down the sideline. He wants Torres, he's got to come back, he makes the catch. Down, Jackson Torres. There's a chance for Spring Hill. Back set, kill for Serpan.
A nice touch there, looking for Rainforth, and he's able to find the back of the net. A first touch volley. The substituted freshman, Odell.
Gainer looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos on a 3rd down and 4 from the 5.
It's time for the Broncos on your home for Spring Hill High School athletics. Spring Hill Sports Live.
We're going to get started here. Had some other questions, so just some schematics as far as when we get started. And after we finish up, we all have plenty of time for pictures with everybody. We will do a group picture with all the athletes and the coaches over at the Spring Hill table. We will then empty that out. I'll have a sheet of paper out for you guys and a pen if you want to take any pictures there. Or you can have one more after that. You guys can take pictures anywhere else you want. But we are excited and a really balanced group. As you can tell, we have 12 girls and 12 boys who are here to honor tonight. And we're really excited about that and about the opportunities that they have been able to accomplish here. And then also just really celebrate as far as their next step. Over the next month, we'll be talking a lot about that as far as the next month and their opportunities they have ahead of them at the collegiate level. So good evening and welcome to the 2025 Spring Hill College signing. My name is Blake Regan and I am honored to be the athletic director at Spring Hill High School. I'm very fortunate to have the opportunity to work with great teachers, coaches, and students. Before I recognize the athletes, there are some people I want to recognize. First off, Anna Hughes. So she's up there in the corner taking pictures. Anna stepped in this year and done a great job for us in promoting our athletes and our programs. So I really appreciate all that she's done. We have a great admin staff, Mr. Williams, Mr. Haas, and Mrs. Heisman, for their consistent leadership. Our custodian staff, specifically Steve Cohen, Richard Fortney, and Todd Brown. They're already helping us set this up, and every event that we have, they do a great job of setting that up on the inside. On the outside, we have our grounds crew, Kylie Delphia and Brandon Hudson, who do a great job to ensure that we have some of the best facilities in the area. I also want to give a shout out to the voice of the Broncos, Murray Matthew. He does a great job where he volunteers all of his time to be able to announce some of our sporting events. And also Spring Hill Sports Live. They do a great job of being able to promote our athletes and be able to allow for any of your relatives to be able to see. And they're also our live streaming this event as well. So if you didn't get that email, text your friends that aren't here right now or family members, you can tell them to jump on there and see that. And then finally, our parents, teammates, and coaches that help support all our programs. We appreciate all you have done. I do have a special connection to this group, as I've seen many of them compete in athletes really since their childhood. It has been a pleasure to see them grow over the years and discover their passions and be able to grow as athletes and as students. Today we celebrate something incredible, your commitment, your growth, your sacrifice. You signed to participate at the collegiate level, and that is no small achievement. You've earned this moment, every morning workout, every late night practice, every time you push through fatigue or frustration, this is what it's for. But I want to be clear, this is not the finish line, it's part of something much bigger than that. Collegiate athletes will challenge you in ways you've never experienced. The games get faster, the stakes get higher, and the expectations grow. But so will you, just as you've developed during your high school career. We're excited to see you continue to grow as a competitor, as a student, and most importantly, as a person. Congratulations again. We're so proud of each and every one of you. With that, we're going to go through by sport, so I'll have the coaches come up by sport and recognize each of the individuals that are signing and have signed at their colleges. So with that, our Coach A will come up.
Thank you very much. Before I get going into a couple of things, I do also want to go ahead and make sure that we also give a shout out to Mr. Freon for helping organize and run this. A lot of work that's going into right now. First, I want to start it off by congratulating all of you athletes going on to the next level. I don't think people realize statistically how difficult it is to go from playing a high school sport to the collegiate level, regardless of what the division is. We're talking maybe 1% to 2% on average of high school kids getting to go compete at the next level. So congratulations, and I hope you guys have great success and good experience. And voicing going off the things that Mr. Freakon said, it's going to get real, and it's going to be tough, it's going to be a challenge, but I think you guys are built for that, and I hope you guys find great success there. And thank you to the parents that allow us to work with your great kids as a huge contributor of why they're able to go to the next level. It starts at home with you guys. And also thank you to the coaches as well. You played a big part helping them get there. I'll go ahead and start with my baseball guys. If you guys want to come on up here, Raven and Ryan, and I'll start talking about each of you one-on-one here. I'll start with Ryan Jackson. Ryan Jackson is a four-year baseball player for the baseball program now. He's a two-year letterman for us. And Ryan's one of those unique guys that after his sophomore year, he kind of figured out what he wants to do. He played a lot of different positions, played outfield and pitch. He realized that he wanted to go play baseball at the next level. And so he decided, I'm going to really focus on pitching. And sometimes you worry about kids feeling like I'm going to sell out for this one thing, but Ryan did an absolutely great call. And over the last few years, he's developed from a guy that, coming in his junior year, we weren't exactly sure what we were going to get from him. We expected him to throw for us. And over this span of getting into his senior season, he's become an absolute stud for us and has helped carry us and pushed us over the edge last year to make a run. He's a unique guy who loves baseball. He loves to be around it. He's a great teammate. He's always involved, whether he's on the field or he's off. And I know he's going to find great success there, so congratulations, Ryan. Brady Kirsch, Brady is also a four-year baseball player for us and also a two-year letterman. Brady has figured out how to wear a lot of different hats in our program. He's moved all around different positions and done different things. Last year, he was a guy that caught us all the way towards the state title game. This year, we're asking him to pitch more and play first and wear a lot of different roles for our team. But I can't think of a better guy that handles it well and understands that, his role is for the team. He makes sacrifices for the team. And when you think about a person like him going into his study, he's going to be going into the ministry. I can't think of a better kid that represents the true idea of going to a higher calling. And I think it's a big representation of why he has an opportunity to go play at the next level. Again, extremely valuable, and you're going to do great things at the next level. Congratulations. With that, I'll go and turn this over to Coach Sharp.
All right, I'm going to be talking about boys golf. There's probably not a sport or a coach that will step up here and talk tonight that would get beat by their athletes more than I would by these three on the golf course. And that's a testament to these three. Drake Gable is in the middle, Nick Talley on the far side, and Colin Caberline. Drake and Nick are going to Metropolitan Community College. Colin's going to be going to Park University. And frankly, when I got here 3 years ago and started coaching a number of sports, but boys golf in particular, we probably didn't have any aspirations of playing college golf or really any ability to play college golf. Would you guys agree with that? And that's not a slight to them, that's just the way we were 3 years ago. There was not a lot of golf talent walking around here, and I'm happy to say that that's not the truth anymore. And these guys, have put a ton of work in. It's kind of a thankless work too. There's no more lonely sport to practice than golf, because you're really by yourself. Golf's a sport that doesn't garner much visibility or attention around anywhere. You don't get a lot of viewership. There's not stands full watching golf tournaments on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and so it's about the work you want to do when nobody's really watching, and that's a testament to these three. And for them to be able to really show that in competitions is the only way that was really visible. So it's clear to see if you follow our socials or check in with our social media presence or with our school when we post things that our program is having success. And these guys are the foundation for that program that we believe is kind of becoming a force to be reckoned with in the 5A, in the area, and in 5A and throughout the state. Frankly, guys, they really pushed Spring Hill golf on the map, and that's a testament to these three. The thing that's most unique, though, about this is our success is kind of so fresh and so new. We're kind of still learning how to compete and learning how to become winners and learning how to win with grace and learning how to lose with grace and learning how to grow from success after we've grown so much from failures in the past. If anybody's played golf before, you know it's a sport of failure. It's really all the sport's about. So learning how to improve through that is unique. The best part about it is a lot of their story, which goes for all of these athletes out there, but a lot of their stories has to be written. And that's not just with their next level, that's also with the rest of the season. We've got our eyes on things that we've never done around here before. Last year, we were able to put some numbers up on the wall. And the thing that I tell these guys is those numbers are permanent, right? And we've never done anything. We had never put anything up there, if you see that. On the left side, Boys Golf had never had anything up there until 2024. That's because of these guys. Right? And our goals are to put more numbers up there this year, both on the top and the bottom. Those are things we've never done in our program. And again, that's a testament to these three right here. I couldn't be prouder of these three. I'm really excited about the next month and a half and what we have ahead of us. And I know these three are going to represent Spring Hill well going on to the next level. Once again, Drake Gable, Nick Talley, and Tom Gable.
I get to have the privilege to talk about these three right here. I think all three of them definitely had different paths throughout for our soccer career. Lizzie Connor started off. She only played 1 year of high school soccer, but has had an incredible club career with that has obviously brought her to this point to sign with Lindenwood. I kind of go back to even just going to her first week of tryouts her freshman year, and me and the rest of the coaching staff were kind of blown away with how intelligent she was on the field, how fast she was. She has a cannon on the leg as well. And unfortunately didn't have the ending to the freshman season with the torn ACL just 3 games in. So we were definitely sad to see that. But just we knew that she was going to be a player that was able to overcome that obstacle and again have a very successful club career, and we kind of knew that she was going to be at this point 4 years later, so it was always great to see that it did come to fruition. So congratulations to Lizzie. Next up we have Haley Bergman. She has been a 3-year starter for us, playing all 3 years as center back. I can't say that for the other guy over here that started as center back for us. But she has been already named to 2 All-State teams, one being honorable mention All-State, one being second team All-State. And we're still halfway through our season, so we definitely see that another All-State team is in her future for that. She is an incredible leader on and off the field. Does a great job with a lot of our younger players, holds people accountable, but then also sets a great example with what we expect from all of our players in that program. And I was always very happy to see that Haley did find a landing spot over at American National Dream, especially since it's literally right up the road from us and it's easy to go see some of those games. So Haley, I still get you for about a month and a half, so you're not telling me yet.
but congratulations on so far a very successful high school career. And last up, we have Mr. Jake Rainforth, which I hinted at before. Started as a center back for me. Pretty much since day one. His freshman year, he flew straight into our starting 11. Spent 2 years as center back for us. Captain knowing me about how he is the best goal scorer that we have in the program. Then very easily proved that with 40 goals and about 20 assists with that in the next 2 years. So 25 of those coming in his senior season. Kind of like what I just said with Haley, sets a great example with work ethic, knowing what he wants to do, and kind of setting a high goal, but definitely hitting that mark. He's been one of our most consistent players these last 4 years. It's going to be big shoes to fill. Again, very happy that he's just playing soccer right up the road, so it's easy to go to those games. Hopefully they have some double headers that I can go up and watch. But all three of these players are going to have tremendous careers off the field, on the field, and I'm very happy to see you guys get to that point, and I'm excited to see what the next 4 or 5 years comes up with you guys. So all three of you, congratulations. Next up is Costa.
Sorry, I'm going to be here a while. I would first like to thank everyone for joining us this evening, celebrating the talented young student athletes who are here with us, and recognize them today. We are here to celebrate the hard work, dedication to their individual accomplishments by signing to continue their student athletic careers. It is your dedication, drive, and efforts that have led you to this point. Congratulations, you've earned it. Thank you to the parents who have allowed all of us coaches here tonight for the opportunities to coach, work with, and get to know your sons and daughters. We as coaches appreciate and trust you grant to us each and every day that we get to work with your sons and daughters. I would also like to take just a second to congratulate 2 seniors who have chosen to focus their future endeavors on their academics, Hallie McFarland and Quinn Thompson. Although more than capable, these 2 young ladies have decided to forego the opportunity to play collegiate athletics, and I simply want to take a second to thank them for their efforts over the last 4 years and for the contributions they have made to the Spring Hill softball program. This evening, I have the distinct honor to speak on behalf of 7 terrific young women. 3 things that you should know about all of these young ladies is that they are an extremely humble group who are also some of the best people that I've had the opportunity to coach in my 25 years of doing so. They're extremely hardworking. This group of young women loves the game of softball, and for this reason, I have the privilege of speaking on behalf of 7 of them. We are here tonight to celebrate this talented group of young women and individually recognize each of these athletes for their contributions on the softball field. But it is also important to mention this group has given back to their community through many hours of volunteer work. As you will hear by the majors that they have chosen for their future careers, I could spend a large amount of time tonight introducing and talking about some eye-popping numbers, but in the interest of time and the importance of recognizing everyone, here I will mention a few of the collective opportunities and awards that this group of young ladies has earned together. Through their hard work, selflessness, and culture they have created individually and collectively, this group of seniors has compiled a 72-14 overall record, 3 straight state tournament appearances with a 3rd place finish, multiple league titles, and have been featured by KSHB 41 and High D as their team of the week. Today, I have the honor of speaking on behalf of seven incredible young women: Chloe Shoemaker, Nora Burrell, Campbell Hermes, Emma Reeves, Ellie Ruffin, and Jaylee White. I ask each of you to stand while I speak on your behalf. Our first young lady is Chloe Shoemaker. Chloe was a member of the Spring Hill softball team her first 3 years. She was a catcher and an outfielder for us. Unfortunately for us, but congratulations to Chloe, she graduated early this year and has been working and taking classes as she prepares to start her collegiate and athletic career at Fort Scott Community College. If there is one thing that you should learn to know about Chloe, is that she is the ultimate team player. Chloe was an incredibly hard worker who always had a smile on her face, wanted to do whatever she could to help the team out. She came to practice each and every day to work hard and battle to make not only herself, but everyone around her better. I wish Chloe the best of luck in her future endeavors at Fort Scott Community College. The second young lady that I have the opportunity to talk about is Nora Burrell. She has been a 3-year varsity starter and letter winner for us. Nora has played both catcher and third base. This fall, she will be attending St. Mary's University in Leavenworth, where she will be majoring in exercise science. To describe Nora, all you need to know is 2 very important things. She is a person who absolutely does not seek nor like the limelight, and she hates being the center of attention. This is the reason I chose to make her go first. If you know Nora, she is an absolute perfectionist. She uses each and every rep as an opportunity to reach perfection, and works and strives with everything she does to do so. Nora always wants more. There's been a time or two where we've had to say that's enough for today, otherwise we might still need it. She is so driven to become the best softball player she can be. She always wants more rounders, another swing, back to another ground ball. This is what makes Nora who and what she is and why she stands here tonight. Nora has been recognized over her career. She's been named to the Tri-County Spotlight Team, All-League, and All-State. Nora Burrell. Come back up. Our third young lady is Campbell Hermes. Campbell is a 2-year varsity starter who played both right field and catcher for us. Campbell will be attending and playing softball at Moberly Community College this fall and will look to major in nursing. Campbell will work to take the culture that she has helped build here at Spring Hill to Moberly Community College, where she will join forces with former Broncos teammates. By taking what she has helped to create here and establish it in Moberly, Missouri, as good of a softball player as Campbell is, she might be an even better wrestler, even though I can say that. If you're not aware, Campbell is the reigning state champion wrestler for her weight class. I would like to congratulate her on such an amazing accomplishment. Campbell is driven, tremendously hardworking, and one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. You would never know that she is a state champion. She does not speak loudly or bring attention to herself, because she does not need to. Her body and work between the softball field and the wrestling match is loud enough for everyone. Campbell has been recognized as a Tri-County member softball player, and I wish Campbell all the luck at Moberly Community College. The fourth young lady I have the honor of introducing is Emma Reeves. Emma is a 4-year varsity player and letter winner. Emma will be attending Broncos University in the fall and plans to major in nursing and minoring in business and marketing. Emma has played first, second, and shortstop for us over her 4-year career. I say this honestly and truly, she is one of the best clubs that I've been around. I can state this without hesitation. Her glove and defensive work at first base is the best that I've been around in my 25 years of coaching. I truly and honestly believe that she is one of the most underappreciated softball players in the state of Kansas. To know Emma is to know someone who absolutely loves being on a ball field. If I can give someone a compliment, that means a tremendous amount for me is to say that someone enjoys being on the ball field more than myself. I have to say Emma has passed me in that regard, whether it's shagging fly balls in the outfield, fielding extra ground balls, or taking swings. No one has more fun on the field than Emma, and that type of enthusiasm is contagious. And I wish her the best of luck at Rutgers University. Our fifth young lady is Ellie Ruffin. Ellie is also a two-year starter of the Winter Trust. Ellie will be attending Baker University in the fall, majoring in secondary history education. Ellie has played all three outfield positions for us, like Campbell. Ellie competed in wrestling at a very high level, only starting just a few short years ago, and through her work, ethic, and determination, Ellie developed into a state runner-up wrestler this senior year. I hope we all take the time to appreciate how incredibly hard and the amount of time and work that went into becoming the top wrestler in the state while maintaining what she has accomplished on softball. To speak about Ellie, the softball player, I believe that you need to look and recognize her as one of the most consistent solid defensive outfielders in Kansas. Her versatility to play all three positions at such a high level is rare. I've stated to my assistants over the past couple of years that as soon as the ball is hit in Ellie's direction, I simply say, well, that's an out. Ellie's quiet, humble, driven by her faith. Over the last 4 years, I've seen Ellie continue to grow and develop, becoming an all-around top-tier player she is today. She has been recognized as an all-Tri-County softball player, all-league softball player, and all-state player over the last 2 years. I wish Ellie all the luck at Baker University. Our final young lady is Jaylee White. Jaylee has been a three-year starter for us. Would have been a 4-year starter. Fortunately, Jaylee had an injury that sidelined her sophomore year. Jaylee will be attending Central Arkansas University in the fall and majoring in exercise science, which will be used to become a physical therapist. Jaylee has pitched and played center field for us for 3 years. Jaylee has developed into one of the best and most all-around players in the state. She has thrived during all 3 years of her high school career. She did not get this far without a whole lot of work. Who truly knows the number of hours that she has put in outside of team practice to become the player that she is? It's this work ethic that will allow her to be successful whatever path she takes in life. Jaylee has become one of the most dominant players on offense and defense in the circle and in the outfield. She has been named as an All-State player twice, has won multiple All-League honors, and been named the Tri-County Spotlight Team and Player of the Year and Pitcher of the Year in 2024. She's been recognized as an All-State outfielder and also as a pitcher. Jaylee has been named as the Tri-County Spotlight Team Player twice. In 2022, Jaylee was named as an All-State outfielder, and in 2024 was named as an All-State pitcher. Jaylee was named as a 5A Player of the Year in 2024 and as a 5A Player of the Year to watch by Sports in Kansas and by multiple other sports publications in 2025. Jaylee has participated in multiple All-Star games against the top levels of competition and was named Player of the Game last year in one of those. Jaylee is considered to be one of the top players in the state of Kansas in any classification. And I wish Jaylee the best of luck in Central Arkansas University. And in conclusion, thank you for being here tonight, allowing us to recognize and celebrate each and every student, athlete, parent, coach, and thank you for the countless hours of dedication and work that all of you have put in to bring everyone here tonight to celebrate your athletic accomplishments and I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.
Good evening, everybody. Congratulations to all the parents out there. Congratulations to the Anderson family. Congratulations to all these wonderful student athletes. Makes me proud to see so many of my students in the classroom. Haley Bergman, one of my tennis players. Congratulations to you. We come every day to school and we work with these kids in the classroom. We work with them on the practice court because they're absolutely wonderful young adults. Jaden Henderson reminds me every day of why I love the job I have. He's an incredible young man. He loves the game of tennis. He's going to go to Avila University and play tennis for a friend of mine. Coach Remember is here in the audience. I've known for many, many years. He was my cooperating teacher when I was doing my student teaching back in the day. So I know he's in good hands. There he is right there. Hi, Coach. And Jaden, I thank you very much for 4 great years. He's a terrific young man. He's a terrific tennis player. His tennis is getting better by the day. We're going to have a terrific finish to the rest of our year. Regional tournament coming up and state tournament coming up. He and Brecken Martin, one doubles team. Another thing about Jaden, you cannot find a better teammate. He supports his teammates in the practice court. He supports his teammates when we're competing. And once again, I wish him only the best.
Hi guys, I'm Paige Vista, and I'm a basketball coach here, but I'm also a track and field coach, so I'm going to go ahead and recognize Margot Todd. It's kind of funny that she's standing behind me, because for the last 4 years, Margot Todd has kind of been my shadow. She's always been beside me, and so it's a great honor and a privilege to be able to speak up here. I'm going to do my best to keep it together, because this is the last time I get to recognize you as a student athlete. First and foremost, I want to tell you guys something and impart something upon you guys as student athletes that a mentor that I really looked up to said before I went to college, and that was, don't let your highs get too high, and don't let your lows get too low. You will experience some great days, some of the best days of your life as a student athlete, but you will also be challenged in ways that you will have never believed and worked in ways that you would have never believed. So I always remember that. I still remember that as a coach as well. So hopefully you guys remember that. You might not remember everything about each of your careers, but remember the positives, learn from the negatives, and move on, and you're going to be very successful in life. And I'm very proud of all of you. I did write up a little bit about Margot Todd. I'll first talk about some of the honors that she has, and some of the great numbers that she puts up. Margot Todd was a state runner-up her freshman year of high school and broke the school record as a freshman in the discus with a throw of 130 feet, 8 inches. She then broke her own school record her sophomore season with a throw of 137 feet, 1 inch, along with another state runner-up finish in the discus. As a junior, Margot had a standout season with multiple outings where she broke her own school record, most notably her current school record throw of 140 feet and 10 inches. She was the 5A state champion in the discus in 2024. She earned the opportunity to compete at KU Relays her sophomore, junior, and now senior season as she goes to compete on Friday. She's also competed and qualified for state in the shot put, earning 7th place as a sophomore and 6th place as a junior, along with holding, again, the school record in the shot put at 41 feet and 4 inches. As a senior, she looks to continue breaking her own school records and hopes to win a back-to-back state championship and add to it in the shot put. So we can hope for that. Gonna go kind of on off script here. It's been a great honor and privilege to be Margot's coach, not just in track and field, but in basketball as well. She's been, along with some of these girls, pivotal in my success as a coach, not only on the basketball court, but in the track and field realm as well. She's positive, she's hardworking, she's bubbly, she's a joy to be around, she's a great leader, and she is all the things that make it easy to be not only her teacher, but also her coach. I will miss you dearly, 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 and you have big shoes to fill. You have left big shoes to fill in your spot. She's committed and signed to compete at Division I Wichita State as a thrower in the discus, shot put, and hammer throw, as well as taking up the javelin this year. I'm so proud of all that you have accomplished and that you will accomplish, and you have all of the ingredients to be a phenomenal college athlete, and I'm so proud of you. We are so proud of you.
Water class. Like Coach Freon, 83-year-old teacher also Freon. Parent of the kiddo in this class, we watched them grow since they were little. We went to the soccer games and we cheered them on and how great they were, even though they were not. We said we loved them and we didn't mind getting up there early and dropping them off at 6 a.m. middle school practice every Friday, but really doing that. And we said we didn't mind sacrificing vacations to buy all that gear and club fees, but we totally did. And you seniors, you didn't get your money's worth, right? In the stands, lots of parents that would love you to death. They made huge sacrifices to get you here. So please stand with me and say thanks, Mom and Dad. All right, college recruiting this year is like nothing we coaches have ever seen. For those of you that follow college sports, Power 5, Division I colleges put in some roster restrictions this past year that completely upended the recruiting game. In the sport of track and field and cross country, some of our local and state Division I schools at the end of the school year have to cut 30 members of their current roster. What that does to recruiting when you've got freshmen coming in is just devastating. And it took a lot to get these 6 athletes placed this year. They would probably have the 3 or 4 teammates that they're with them had it not been for those changes. So we're very, very happy. We've got some kids that could be competing at a higher level, should be competing at a higher level, but had to go where they could find a home. So you said to come up here and join me. All right, so headed to Benedictine College, Apple Power. Apple made an impact right out of the gate her freshman year, and she's never stopped doing so. Apple has been a part of state qualifying relay team for all 4 years she's been in high school. She's provided steadfast experience and poise and leadership for our squad. At this point, I kind of consider her to be one of our unofficial assistant coaches. She takes our younger class under her wing, helps them with things like starts, relay handoffs, and just kind of the cool, calm, and collected person. She is way harder on herself than anyone else in her life is. That can be a good thing, can be a bad thing, but it's helped her to raise her level of competitiveness to a really, really high standard. It's going to help her to improve in the future. So proud of her. Just encourage her to remember to enjoy the little things. We don't have to be here every week. We'll be a lot happier. Just enjoy the ride. At Kansas State University next year is Logan Beckman. Logan is the most competitive young man I've ever coached. His best races have consistently happened on the biggest of stages. When we go to giant meet with 50 teams from 6 states and all kinds of Division I coaches out there watching, that's when he runs his best. The last couple seasons have been at times been frustrating. We've had a fair amount of nagging and injuries we've had to kind of persevere through. The determination and grit he has shown through that has been second to none. That determination to keep on pushing resulted in a state top frame across country this past fall. Hopefully a couple more to come this spring, a couple more school records to come this spring, but he's got a couple of teammates to fight off in doing so. Looking forward to seeing what he does at the next level. So many athletes he has at some point have outgrown us as high school coaches. He's there, he's ready for bigger and better. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do when he's got a full training staff, dietitian, sports psychologist that works easy on my level to help him improve, I think, at this point. So that's what next year, Logan. This next one's hard for me to say, but heading to Central Missouri State is Joey Castro. I'm a Hornet. We don't like meals. I do like Joey. If you've never watched Joey compete, if you've only ever heard her self-describe her aptitude, you might come to the false conclusion that she isn't terribly gifted at her craft. She is the most humble, bashful, soft-spoken athlete you will ever hear. But make no mistake, she is one of the strongest ball players in the state of Kansas, physically and mentally. Joey just started picking up football as a freshman. Took a couple of years to kind of get the hang of it, but she's really exploded these past couple of seasons. She's getting better every day, and that's going to continue into the future. A lot of schools passed on Walters this past year with those roster restrictions and just the sheer cost of the sport. We had a heck of challenge getting her place. She's going to make the person that recruited her look really, really smart these next couple of years. And you enjoy rubbing that in the face of every coach that made a mistake not taking you. So keep jumping better and better. I'm looking forward to seeing you quit 13 in a couple of years. Joey Castro. Head of Drake University, Dane Troop. Dane's family joined us here this past school year, but it feels like he's been a member of our team for quite a bit longer. Thanks to social media connectivity these coaches have, our once enemy from Emporia became a member of our squad, maybe even before he was officially a resident of Spring Hill. These kids were doing runs on the weekends during, spring of last season. He came here in the summer, was running in things like the Metro Mile with our squad before he attended his first day of class. By the time we actually started our official season, it just felt like he was one of the guys who's been here forever. He was mentoring kids that he barely knew, kids that had never ran a single practice with him before, already knew of him, and viewed him as one of the leaders on our team. He increased the level of competitiveness of our squad to something that most schools only see in competition. Just going to practice with a daily group with this guy is like competing in a meet. Had a great cross-country season, and then started off his first ever track meet for our high school by breaking our 2-mile school record. Now, he's got a bullet target on his back from his teammates. He's got to defend that school record here for another 9 meets. I anticipate getting broken 3-4 more times by himself and his teammates. And it's going to be fun to watch all that happen. So thanks for taking it. Headed to Southern Illinois University, Alan Jordan. Cal has an immense amount of grace. He has heard his name said incorrectly over the PA more times than it has been said correctly. I think most of his teammates think that he is actually called Caleb. I've said for years that Cal is our most consistent performer. I believe that he has almost never had a bad race in high school. Cal is not a great. Cal's level of expectations for himself are so much higher than the expectations I would ever put on any athlete. At times, he's too hard on himself. At times, I wish he would just enjoy competing. But what he has done with his body as a result of those immensely high expectations are remarkable. There are benchmarks that we coaches kind of expect to see from season to season. Cal has dealt with that. Walk was once they thought of himself as a sidekick to one of his teammates, and here we are now going to Division I college next year. In the years to come, as the competition gets better, he's going to rise to that challenge just because of those expectations he has on himself, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how far we can go with that. Cal, your word. Head to Missouri Science and Technology, Jack Janovic. So Jack has taken some blips since time over here in Spring Hill. When your squad has the depth of ours, one can definitely get the impression of a little bit of a different self-ability. Jack would have been the #1 runner in all of about 5 high schools in the state of Kansas this year. On our squad, he was about 4th or 5th. And by getting beat up in practice every day, one can definitely kind of develop the self-perception that maybe they aren't as good as they actually are. As we move from cross country into track and field, and Jack has gotten to use his speed a little bit more, I hope he's realizing his true value. Jack is currently sitting 5th in the entire state of Kansas in the 800-meter dash. He nearly broke a 10-year school record, missed it by 0.06 of a second, his first meet of the season in cold and windy weather. Jack's pretty good. Over the course of this outdoor season, I fully expect him to make a run at breaking 2, if not 3, of our school records. And he has the best chance of anyone we have ever had in the history of this high school of becoming a KU Relays champion here this week. So, as we move to college, and we can start jumping some barriers coming into his own steeplechase, he is going to be a really highly sought after kid in the transport world. And a lot of coaches are going to realize how big a mistake they made by not recruiting our #4, #5 cross country runner. Yeah. This senior group of cross country track and field athletes is by far the most successful we have had to date. I can't rattle off all the lists of records and state medals where we would be here until 10 o'clock tonight. Had it not been for roster restrictions, we would have another 3 or 4 up here. I'm so excited to see what they do in the future. Their collective leadership and dedication has raised our level of competitiveness here at this high school to heights we have not previously seen. So seniors, thank you for your hard work and dedication. Thank you for being role models to the next generation of Broncos. And thank you for putting your heart and soul into your craft. Godspeed, fly high, run fast.
All right, last but not least, I just talk about volleyball. You guys want to come on up? All right, I'm going to start with Miles Sankey. I cannot be more proud to stand up here and talk about someone who's been such an essential part of our volleyball program the last 4 years. Miles has been a volleyball manager, and since day one, he's brought dedication, heart, and a true love of the game of volleyball for our team. He kept us running smoothly, sometimes as a coach on the sidelines, keeping stats, but he knows volleyball more than anybody else on the bench. So I was lucky as a coach to have him on the bench with me. But more importantly, what brings us here today is how special it is that Miles has stepped into a new chapter as a collegiate athlete to play the game he loves. Rockhurst University is getting a great one. This is a testament for Miles' hard work ethic, passion, and resilience. Rockhurst is getting a player with not only talent, but great character and leadership. We're incredibly proud of you, and we can't wait to see what you accomplish in the journey ahead at Broncos. Congrats. And Cindy Busher. This is a hard one to talk about. She's got huge shoes to fill, but more importantly, she's a coach's dream. She's committed to play volleyball at Washburn. I'm so excited to see her play at the Nickelbot. I've had the privilege of coaching Cindy the last 4 years, and watching her grow as an athlete and a person, it's been unbelievable. She's been such a vital part of our program from the moment she stepped on the court. It's clear that Cindy has something special. She's a competitor. I don't think anybody works harder, but more importantly, she has such a lovely personality and the best teammate. She never backs down from a challenge. Being a multi-sport athlete is not easy. She's an all-state basketball player as well. Sometimes I think maybe basketball's her thing, but then I watch her play volleyball and I'm like, holy cow, she can do it all. So that just shows how much the kind of player that Cindy was and is. And she lives those around her, and I was lucky to get to coach her, but her teammates were also lucky to be around her. She has set such a high standard for what it means to be a leader for this program, and I know she's going to do that at Washburn as well. So not only is Washburn getting an outstanding volleyball player, they're getting someone who knows the value of perseverance and dedication. I have no doubt that Cindy will continue to make an impact wherever she goes and play at the next level. We can't wait to see your journey ahead at Washburn. Congrats.
We do owe a special thanks as well, and as many of these athletes, we were talking about them, a lot of them went through some trials, tribulations, some injuries, and some different things, and a lot of that, as far as getting back onto the field, has contributed to our great athletic trainer, Jamie Light. Again, I want to thank you all for coming tonight, parents specifically, as we thank you throughout the night of just the great kids that you guys have raised and the great mark that they've made on Spring Hill High School. As we alluded to, we love to celebrate championships and celebrate individual championships as well. And for those of you spring sport athletes, we're really excited and we're ready to put some more hardware up in here for you guys to be able to be honored. So best of luck and let's have a strong finish to this season. All right? Thank you. And we'll post these pictures so you guys don't know how to come down. We're doing a group photo. I want all the girls to sit in the chairs over there, boys back behind. Coaches, let's fill in back behind as well. And let's get a group picture. And then we'll allow the rest to come down. Thank you.
From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.